So we are now in Sarasota, Florida, and at the site of the former location of the South Trail Cinema. And it was Sarasota's only adult cinema, I think it was, all porn all the time. And one of those movies was showing July 25th, 1991, and it was called Nurse Nancy, when Paul Reubens, Pee-wee Herman, was busted. Now, we did a lot of walking around with photographs, and I am pretty sure this is the modified building. This is the actual building of the former theater itself. I read someplace that it was demolished. I don't think so. I think this has been modified to the mellow mushroom. Insert joke here, as it were. And I do believe this is the actual building that Paul Reubens was arrested in for exposing himself and I don't want to say the word because you two will bleep me, taking care of himself in a dark theater, and became the butt of 1,000 jokes, and came close to ruining his career. But I do believe this is the actual building still today.
I'm now going to read the official arrest report written by Detective Walters on July 26, 1991. I will be censoring out some of the more colorful language because it might hurt people's feelings, and YouTube will flag it. So this is just a way to go around that. On the above date and time, your affiant, meaning Detective Walters, was acting in the capacity of an undercover law enforcement officer at the adult XXX theater called the South Trail Cinema in Sarasota, Florida. At the above time, the affiant did observe the defendant's exposed. The defendant did begin with his left hand at approximately 8:35 p.m. The defendant did again expose his again. The affiant did approach the defendant in the theater lobby and identified same as a detective with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. The defendant was advised that he was being placed under arrest on the above charge. Based on Detective Walters' experience as a law enforcement officer and aforementioned facts, it's Walters' belief that the defendant violated the law pertaining to the exposure organs.
So I'm here with Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
We're in Sarasota at the Mellow Mushroom restaurant, and we came here because it was the old Southgate Cinema. Is that what it was called?
I believe so.
Southgate
yes.
Cinema, and I wasn't sure if the building had been changed. And Karen, you clarified for that. What did you?
So it's my understanding when we bought the property that that the original cinema had been knocked down and then a new building erected that was Kenny Rogers.
Kenny. And then how long ago did you guys take over?
So we will be 3 in July.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And you said that the Mellow Mushroom is like a chain?
So Mellow Mushroom is a franchise. We were born in Atlanta in 1974.
Mm-hmm.
And we're known for our art-filled, funky stores, right? So we're a little destination. They're all different. Each one has its own theme and kind of art approach. So our design theme is a nod to 1960s Sarasota, which you'll see from, the architectural.
Yeah, no, I love the mosaic, and we talk about the breeze block on the other side. It's fantastic. Now, did you put this in, or did they? Okay, that Kenny Rogers didn't do this.
No, well, so part of the original envelope is from the Kenny Rogers days, but it's been a few restaurants since then. We built it out.
Okay.
We built the patio up the front and punched out the backside where the old drive-through was.
Okay.
So, but we were aware of the infamous cinema, which was kind of funny.
30 years ago this month, or July.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. And so one of our art pieces actually in the restaurant is a collage by a famous collage artist named Derek Gores. And within the collage, there's little hints.
Will you let me go in and shoot that? Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you were saying that Paul Reubens, you knew that he grew up around here, and the neighborhood was called, what was it called?
Gulf Gate,
Okay.
which is a nice neighborhood behind us. It's a mid-century built neighborhood, planned community. So if you go back in that area, there's some great architecture, great little patio homes, and some really neat little bars, restaurants, and just some great finds for the area.
So I imagine that the road has been widened considerably in 30 years. I mean, the traffic's probably quadrupled around here since then. But you said you got people coming in and asking about the Paul Reubens thing?
Yeah, they hear about it, and then there's also some natives that are like, wasn't a theater around here? And you're like,
You know what type of natives you're talking to then when they ask you about that.
Exactly. So this is US 41. It's also called Tamiami Trail. It runs from Tampa to Miami.
Okay,
So
that's
it's
the
original
name.
highway. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
fantastic. Well, thanks, Karen.
Well, you're welcome.
You're very kind to speak to us, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Look at this cool table. It's like got shells and depth to it. So cool. So, Karen, we're ordering a pizza, and we're waiting for it now. And they're famous for the Mighty Meaty pizza, but they've got a real cool sort of hippie vibe to this place. And 74, Mai Tai, hoagies and greens and munchies, burgers. And this is the pizzas. So Troy and I are going to split the Mighty Meaty and the Pacific Rim. Cool. Let's do it. We flip off to the front room. Okay. That was so Oh. First dollar. We'll have to silence this for the music. Well, a little bit disappointed that it's the original building, but we're excited to be in Pee-wee's airspace and and get a pizza pie. And if you're coming to Sarasota, be a fun guy and visit the Mellow Mushroom. And Nurse Nancy.
Of course, we know that Pee-wee's career was not destroyed. Pee-wee's Big Adventure is still a classic film, and he recently had a very successful special on Netflix as well. But there's still one very important question that's going to be answered in just a moment. I want to take a second to thank Karen Atwood and the nice people from the Mellow Mushroom and their great pizza. Highly recommend. I want to thank Jolene Cladores and Anna Gutierrez, Debbie Clark, Irene, Chaz Pelham, Christy Mesereau, Michelle Bayless, Victoria Patterson, Tim Pratt, Fresno Bear 63, and Glenn Doyle for sponsoring this page. There's a PayPal donation link below. There's a Patreon sign up below. And thank you very much for your time and for your attention. And now, that burning question, is there a basement in the Alamo?
The quick answer? No. I asked.